So it was recently in the news that monkeypox was having some quarantine and outbreak issues or whatever. I think I saw in Argentina or whatever, they were putting people on boats or whatever. Um, or whatever. I don't think America's going to have another lockdown. I think it's potentially possible they'll try to lock everyone down, but I think we're past the point of thinking that's a realistic option. We've all seen, how it worked out last time. It was just the whole thing was just sort of a big farce. It didn't really help anything. I think mostly everyone has already had, you know, COVID. I don't, I don't think everyone's going to get monkeypox, but I don't think having a lockdown would really solve anything. And I think the general public, general population of America, I think is pretty over the whole, mask wearing and lockdown. There's some people who are still holding out for, something like that, like a massive quarantine event. They're like pro that, but I don't really see that happening again. Um, and I just figured I'd share my thoughts because I feel like this is what most people feel right now. Um, but yeah, I think also if they try to like shut everything down again, like pumping out a bunch of checks wouldn't really help anyone in this economy, this hyperinflated economy. And plus, I think like the last stimulus package that went out under Trump, um, I think it was like so much money that everyone in the United States could have had like 10 grand or something. But like everyone got like $1,200 when like all these corporations got like millions and billions or whatever just so that they could stay open. Meanwhile, a bunch of like small mom and pop places ended up closing. But yeah, I think people are pretty much over the whole mandated, you know, medicine, the mandated precautionary stuff. We've seen for the most part it's arbitrary, doesn't really work. I'm not on here trying to be some sort of like rabble rousing freedom fighter saying like rah rah rah, you won't step on my freedoms. I'm just saying I think most people are pretty over it at this point. Unless this was like a really dire situation, which it could be, especially for vulnerable population people. But I think for the most part, it's gonna, some people will get it, some people might not, but I don't know. I think certain communities are more at risk or whatever, but I'm not particularly worried, and I don't think they're going to give out free money again. And even if they did, like I said earlier, they just gave it away to big corporations anyways. So I don't think people will end up complying if they do have a lockdown, which I think they might try to enforce, but that's just my opinion. But stay safe out there, just do what you gotta do and go get enough supplies once there's a run on the stores, because if there's a run on the stores, you're not gonna find enough TP. Then how will you wipe your butt with your pox covered hands? I'm just kidding. Hopefully no one watching this will ever get that, but we'll see. Take care.